That's sick, though.
Dude, I gotta ask you some questions about content. Is that okay?
Oh man,
Because
don't make it so exciting.
I know. Well, I just hate every time we go on a podcast and people are like, "So Vine," but I'm like just genuinely curious about like how you do it. You put out more good shit than anybody. Like
Yeah,
the
dude.
frequency, the amount, and the quality is all so good. Like how?
Really
What's your?
is.
How do you do it? What's your process?
I don't know, man. I just love making things and I just always find time for it. So, like, in the morning, I'll just hop on Twitter, either ruin my day or find something interesting going on. And if it's something I have, like, a strong opinion about, or if it's goofy enough, I'll usually just make something joking about it. And then, like, when it comes to movies or game reviews or something, like I just recently watched Dragon Ball Evolution and made like a fucking video essay on how bad that is. I just love watching bad movies and stuff, or any entertainment medium. Bad music, bad game, bad show, bad movie. So I'll just watch them for fun, and then if I have like anything interesting to say about it, or if I think people would find it interesting, I'll make something on it, and then I'll usually work out sometime in the afternoon, and then come back and look for more goofy shit going on in the world.
Dude,
and if I don't find anything, just
You're just
stream.
degenerate for like horrific information. Just like, what? I can't get away.
I just fucking love it, man. There's so much wacky stuff out there that a lot of people will never even find if they don't like aggressively look like I do, like obsessed with it. It's just fun. I don't know. I just find it all so fascinating.
Yeah. I mean, I went on like a 10-minute spiral last night. Did you ever watch like the crypto bizinacci animations?
Mm-mm.
The dude like, this is crazy. I got something that you haven't seen before.
Seriously.
Oh yeah. I'm only bringing this up because I relate to you on like obsessing over something. So this dude, like, he made these like hilarious crypto animations and like just making fun of like what it's like to own crypto. And he hasn't uploaded anything in 4 years now, because of the crypto crash. I'm like, where the fuck is this dude? Like, this would be the time. And then I just found myself deep on like archived like 4chan threads, discussing this dude. And it like netted out in like no results. It was just like, yeah, this dude killed himself, I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Yikes.
But then it was like unsubstantiated. I only bring that up to say, like, do you ever experience that where you try to go deep on something and then you just get to a conclusion that's just sort of like, damn, that this is just sad. Like, I can't really do anything with this.
Oh, that happens all the time. Some of my favorite rabbit holes end in like tragedy, and I'm like, damn, this conclusion, maybe like I can do something if I don't say what happened. Then I'm like, nah, I know what happened. Now it's not as fun.
Yeah.
Like a lot of like the really like fun, goofy stories that you'll read on the internet, like always have like a not great conclusion.
Yeah.
Just always end in suicide.
Yeah.
Yeah, just something like
Oh,
tragic.
You remember that guy who collected jelly beans? Yeah, he murdered his family. Oh, sick.
The senator actually ended up killing himself.
What are your other like pressing interview questions, Cody? I'm curious.
I've always like watched your stuff and I've just thought, how does he fucking do it? For me to make a narrative video where I'm breaking something down, like 75% of the time I have to write it. I have to spend like 3-4 hours like writing it, making sure there's jokes in it. And you're doing one of those like every single day on top of 3 other videos, on top of streaming for 4 hours, on top of music, on top of whatever else you do. It's like, how do you do it?
You make me sound like a lot more impressive than I am. I just shoot the shit, so I don't write anything, and I think that's why I always have more time to make things, because I've never liked writing jokes. I've also never been good at like writing jokes either. So usually I'll just like start talking and go off the top and see what happens. And the content you guys produce is a lot more high effort and a lot more like buttoned up than mine is. My content, it may be 30 minutes to talk about, Radio Shack doing some dumb shit on Twitter. And all of that was just like on Twitch, like a 30-minute, 40-minute segue. And it's like, that was fun. That might be a fun topic people might want to hear about, so then I'll post it. The longer content I'll do, like Dragon Ball Evolution, breaking it down, it's me watching the video, and then I'll just watch it again and then make jokes about it. I just find there's a lot more hours in the day than a lot of people realize. It's just a matter of like how it gets spent and like broken up.
I agree.
And then do you have a team that helps you, or like people that like cut up your Twitch streams and post them and all that stuff?
Yeah, so buddy of mine Chase edits the Twitch streams, at least most of them. Sometimes I'll still do it. If I'm not doing anything else, I'll just edit some that I thought were fun. But for all the videos where it's like me talking at the webcam, or like any kind of product review or something like that, it's just me. IRL stuff, it's me and my team, which is about 7 people now, and we just do whatever we think is fun. And then they'll throw like a good edit together. So anything where it's more than just splicing like audio together is done by someone else, but everything else is me.
And you
I
just use
can't
a
edit for
webcam.
shit. Yeah, so like at home here, I'm just on like a Logitech webcam, and then IRL stuff is on like a Sony.
That's what I appreciate most about what you do, man, is how like it's just very regular gear. I think that's so sick because everyone now is like, it's like a fucking arms race with cameras and
Yeah.
in tech and lighting and all that shit. And I just think it's dope that you just sit down and you just hit record and you're like, yes, I found this guy who likes to lick shoes.
No,
I
it
think
is. It is sick. It's like inspiring, honestly.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. I do think, and I don't want anyone to think that I look down on anyone that uses good gear or anything. I think it is like extremely important to have a good setup. Like the only reason I don't is just because I wouldn't know how to use it even if I set it up. I'm kind of like a Neanderthal when it comes to technology anyway. So like a webcam works fine for me. Like I actually only recently upgraded to a webcam. For the first like 4 years, I just set my phone up on my trumpet case and just had it.
That
aimed at
is
me.
crazy.
Yeah.
That is
yeah.
sick.
I treat YouTube just kind of like a diary of things I find interesting, and
Yeah,
I'm just
that's-
lucky enough that other people find them interesting too.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna ask you about next. Is like, I mean, for like my whole time on YouTube, I pretend like I don't, but I kind of obsessed over like numbers and what's getting likes, and yeah, like making sure everything's super buttoned up and feels like cohesive and stuff. And the fact that you just like cut up your Twitch streams and just put them all on YouTube, were you ever concerned about quantity and how that would affect the algorithm? And do you even think about that at all? Or you just like, I like this, I'm putting it out?
Yeah, so I've always come into the mindset of where like YouTube's never been a job for me. Like obviously like now I live off of content creation, but I've never treated it like a job. So it's always just been, I had fun with this, I'll post it. I had fun learning about this, I'll make something about this. And it's just not something that really crosses my mind. Sometimes with a title, I'll try and think of like a really goofy title that people might be like interested to click on outside of like the normal audience. But usually it's just, this was fun. So I think other people might have fun with it too, or at least I hope they do.
Yeah. I think that attitude honestly comes through, man. I think that's why the stuff you make does so well, because, and honestly I think that's why, you know, it doesn't even matter what you're shooting it on, because it's so apparent that you just enjoy it. I think that's something that it's so easy to lose when you make stuff for work, like content, because that's the number one thing that people gravitate towards, is like they can tell if you like what you're doing, and like if you don't, like they can sniff that out, and I think that turns people off to what you're doing, you know, or if you are doing it solely to make money or whatever, like that's a bit more obvious. But I mean, like Cody said, it's inspiring, man. I just love watching your shit. Like it just feels very genuine. I feel like you're one of the like most authentic people on the internet, honestly.
I really appreciate all the kind words, Jesus.
Yeah.
You had me on the podcast just to be nice.
Yeah.
Now you're just going to talk about wieners and stuff. Like,
Nah,
I appreciate
man.
it. Thank you, guys.